I'm Sarah Fergani with KENS 5 News Now. A nationwide manhunt ends with the suspect dead near San Antonio. A 23-year-old was accused of killing 8 people in a Chicago suburb before crossing state lines. Romeo Nance was found nearly 1,200 miles away outside of a convenience store southwest of San Antonio Monday night. And that is where the Medina County Sheriff believes the suspect killed himself after he was cornered by officers. He was spotted by U.S. Marshals in Natalia after an urgent search was launched out of Joliet, Illinois. That is more than an 18-hour drive from the Chicago suburb. The Medina County Sheriff says it started the chase out of Bexar County. Nance's car was found at a gas station, and that's when he was confronted by law enforcement, and that's when he's believed to have shot himself.
It's frightening that this is so close to home. I literally live like probably 4 houses down, and I have a young daughter, and it's crazy.
According to CBS News, Nance is a suspect in the murders of 8 people out of Joliet. The Texas Rangers are now investigating. A classic case of child grooming. That is what the Bexar County Sheriff calls a recent arrest involving a local woman. Maurice Vasquez is accused of preying on a 15-year-old girl. The sheriff says the victim told her father about the disturbing accusations back in October. During the investigation, Vasquez allegedly sent a pornographic video to the victim and even more inappropriate pictures. Then one day, the sheriff says the victim woke up to Vasquez in bed with her, touching her inappropriately.
Where many times the grooming behavior consists of the suspect sharing inappropriate content with the victim just to see what kind of reaction they get. It's kind of put out there as bait to see what sort of a reaction they'll get, and then of course it's followed up with inappropriate activity, physical touching.
In another twist in this investigation, the sheriff said they saw another woman in one of those videos, but they believe she could be a victim, and they think there could even be more victims out there. You can call BCSO's tip line if you have any information about Vasquez. San Antonio police now working to figure out whether a man drowned in the overnight flooding Sunday after his body was found in a creek. Police say the body did not have any signs of trauma. The medical examiner is still trying to determine the cause of death. An Edgewood ISD officer remains in critical condition after investigators say she was hit by a driver on I-35. Police say Officer Tina Eggleston was off-duty helping a driver who ran out of gas when an oncoming car hit her. It is unclear whether the driver stopped to help. The district says they're now working with her family to support them. Today, thousands of SAISD students return to class after heating system failure shut down nearly 100 schools last week. Now the district is looking for ways to make up lost time. Texas school districts are required to have 75,600 minutes of operation over the course of the school year. Now SAISD is looking at either extending school days by 5 to 10 minutes for a period of time or taking advantage of bad weather days. The district told us they will inform parents as soon as they make a decision on how to make up those missed days. The mother of a 20-year-old autistic woman whom police say was raped and murdered by an MS-13 gang member in the U.S. illegally is suing the Departments of Homeland Security and Health and Human Services for operational negligence. Kayla Hamilton was killed back in 2022 by a 16-year-old immigrant from El Salvador in Maryland. Her mom, Tammy Nobles, is seeking $100 million for alleged violations of protocol in handling the migrant. She and other Americans impacted by the border situation testified before lawmakers.
Kayla fought for her life that day with all that she had, and in the end, she lost to an individual that wasn't even supposed to be allowed in the country.
Nobles told her story to a House committee holding an impeachment hearing against the Department of Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas. A vote on Mayorkas' impeachment by the full House could happen as soon as February. The best little stock show in Texas continues today. This week, 4-H and FFA students from Northside ISD are showing off their animals at the Walter Gerlach Livestock Show. Day one, it was goats and lambs. The goal for each student is to sell their livestock to raise money for scholarships. Today, students will present pigs, tomorrow steers, and Thursday chickens. If you want to place a bid, the Auction of Champions happens this Saturday. TikTok is bringing national attention to the cowboy capital of the world. Check this out.
Ronaldo those cows, and I want them off there today, so you better go tell him. Ain't gonna happen. It better happen, Sheriff.
Actors, as you can see here, seen having a heated exchange in the middle of a busy Old Spanish Trail restaurant. But that acting was Oscar-worthy. TikTok users left worried there might actually be a problem, but people jumped in to make that correction, telling everyone, hey, that's just what happens in Bandera. And that is your KENS 5 News Now. I'm Sarah Fulgani.